Hey y'all, today I figured that we can build a monitor stand. A monitor stand is something that sometimes that extra little storage underneath there can be a huge difference in your desk. And it's a real simple build. So today, I already have the material cut. I used a 1x10 and I cut it down. You can get a 1x10 cut down to 4 feet, and I'll tell you the measurements of what I ripped it down to: glue and brad nails. So set this to the side for the moment, and I will tell you how big these pieces are. They're all a 1/4 inch thick. These two pieces, which will go here, and this piece will go here. All right, your main shelf or your main board is 8 inches wide, 20 inches long. All right, these two are the side pieces. They are 8 inches long and 3 inches wide. All right, and this is going to be like the back piece back here. This piece is 3 inches wide and 18.5 inches long. So, and these, the reason why this one's 18.5 inches is these are 3/4 of an inch each, and which will allow these to sit flush and this to sit right in the middle. Okay, here's a little trick that I do. I set those to the side. I figure out what I want my top to be, and I think I want this top right here, because this knot right here, if I use this as a top, this side, I can set my monitor on that and hide that knot if you don't want to see that one. And you got this one right here that's kind of in the middle, which, you know, I don't know which one I like. But anyway, I think I will make this side my top. So I'm going to leave the top side facing up. And what I usually do, and this will help me determine or know exactly where I need to use my nail gun, is I'll make this flush on both ends and on the edge here. And I will make a light pencil mark. Whoops, if I can keep it straight. I will make a light pencil mark, so that way I know right here's the area that I can put my brad nails. I can shoot my brad nails in. And I'm going to do that around all 3 sides right here. And just really light, just line it up to where you can still see it. And make sure it's flush with the back. And now I know where I can put my brad nails. So now I'm going to flip this over. And before you start assembling this, make sure you give it a good sanding. I started out with 100 grit, then I went up to 150, then I went to 220, because I do plan on trying to stain this. And we'll see how it goes. So anyhow, all right, this is my backside, so I'm just going to flip it over. Whoa, maybe, yes, this is my backside, so I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to start out gluing my pieces on. And again, you want to, if you're going to stain this, which you can stain it, paint it, do whatever, make sure you get full coverage. You don't have to really saturate it, but you just want to make sure you got full coverage. And you want to place this on the end. And I'm going to go ahead and clamp this just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on. And as I was saying, if you're going to stain this, you got to make sure that if you have squeeze out, to make sure you clean it up. Just get a damp washcloth or no washcloth. I use a shop rag. I use those blue shop rags in here. Just make sure that you get it all off, because if you don't get the glue off and you go to stain, you'll have a spot, a very noticeable spot. I have done that and it really sucks to have a piece that you worked on so hard and then you had glue squeeze out. And make sure it's all flush with everything. And right here, I can go ahead and nail this right here. Make sure it didn't come through. I have had that happen. So, take the clamp off and gently flip it around. I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. Like so. I got a little bit on the edge right there. If you can clean up what you know is going to be squeezed out before you place it, that's even better. I'm going to go ahead and nail it. Oh, I think that thing's trying to give out on me. And even though it's not, now I'm going to plant this back down. Trying to make sure it doesn't move on you. Because these, when you glue something down, oh gosh. Oh. When you go to clamp this down, this right here is not really connected to this, it's just glued down. Just make sure it doesn't move on you. And just kind of adjust it to where you know it's going to be flush everywhere you see it. Now I'm going to set it like this. And clamp it here. Now you can set Go through and make sure you get all your squeeze out. And sometimes if it's like a light layer, because we're going to go back over this, sand back over this. Sometimes the sander will get it off, but if you can get as much as you can off while it's still wet, it's better. And even on the inside. So now, I'm going to flip this back over, and I'm going to nail it on the top where we drew those lines. So this way I'll know this is where it needs to go. And truthfully, these brad nails with this glue right here is basically just to hold this thing together until it dries. Now, put a couple here. Oh, I can take these clamps off. Take this clamp off and this clamp, and put some brads right there where the clamps were. And there you have your little monitor shelf. I think it's pretty cool. I've got one that I built for myself. You can build this up and put like a little shelf underneath there, put little drawers in it, paint it, stain it. It's just whatever your heart desires. I'm making this. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick sand on it. Because remember, we had those little light pencil marks that we made, so that way we'll know where to put our brads. And you gotta sand those off, and so here you go. Cute little monitor stand. Just as quick and simple, and if you don't have a brad nailer, that's fine. Just glue it, clamp it, let it sit for a little while. You can paint it, stain it, or leave it as is, which might leave mine as is. I'm not sure yet. I haven't made up my mind. So, that's for today's little project. Hope you enjoy this. Have a good one. Howdy, howdy. Just a quick thing here. If you guys want to see me build anything in particular, drop me a few comments and let me know. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later.